So in the very beginning, what we're starting to do now is just encourage a little bit of movement for your body before we get started. So when you're doing that movement, it's up to you. Think about that spine, think about the knees, think about the hips, think about the shoulders, also think about the neck. And don't forget your toes and your fingers, just moving them around. And again, if you feel like you want to just settle in and start to get more comfortable instead of doing any movement, you're more than welcome to. We can do long extensions. We can do happy baby. Something that just feels good. Some soft, gentle movements to begin. Allowing yourself to relax down into those movements. They can be static movements. They can be dynamic movements. Of course, I always encourage a little bit more dynamic in the beginning for warming up. Static is a little bit better for when we are cooling our bodies down. Dynamic starts to warm and you're going through the range of motion in that body. And again, it's the ankles, it's the toes, the knees, the hips, the spine, the rib cage, the shoulders, the neck, the yeses and nos. Just a little bit longer, and then we're going to settle in. When we're breathing through these movements, think about in through the nose and out through the mouth. So we get accustomed to that type of breathing all through Pilates. A little bit longer. Let yourself settle into these movements. Just wake that body up. Enjoy the movements and satisfaction of that body moving around, having that ability to move around. Just a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to ask you to start to slowly settle your body down. And when you settle in, this again is up to you. You can settle down with long arms, long legs, or if this pinches the spine, you can bend one knee, you can bend both knees. The arms themselves can be next to the hips. The arms can be in a T shape. The arms can even be up and over next to the ears, extended long, whatever feels good. I do encourage the position of having T-shaped arms. The reason I do is because it rolls the shoulders back and it opens the chest. Just allow yourself to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you are settling down just a little bit deeper, I want you to think about your breath as you exhale and melt just deeper into the legs, into the glutes, into the spine, the shoulder, back of the head. Use that breath work where we pull in through the nose and we exhale out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Allow your eyelids to become heavier. Allow the jaw to relax. Even right inside of those eyebrows, thinking about that falling apart, dropping to the side towards the ear. Nice deep inhale in. Exhale out. This time, I'd like you to take a nice deep inhale and pause. The pause can be as short or as long as you'd like, and then exhale out. Beautiful. I'd like you to do that again. So a nice deep inhale in, we do a pause, And then we exhale out. And again, this pause does not have to be very long. Just allow the body to relax into the breath. Nice deep inhale in. We pause. And we exhale out. I'm going to join you for the next couple. We're going to do a little bit longer on the pause and start to build ourselves up. Nice deep inhale in. Let's pause and build that tension up in the rib cage and the lungs. Build it up. And then exhale. Beautiful. Let's do that right again. Nice deep inhale in. Pause. Build that tension up. Build it up. And exhale out. Breathe comfortably. As I explained for the last ones, we're going to pull that breath in. We're going to pause, build the tension, and then we're going to sip just a little bit more air in to build even more tension, and then we will exhale out. Let's prepare. Nice deep inhale in. Build that tension up. Sip just a little bit more in. Fill just a little bit more. Pause. And exhale out. One more, please. Nice deep inhale in, build up, pause. At that top, pause. Pull just a little bit more in, fill just a little bit more, and then exhale. Gorgeous. I'd like you to take it and slowly bend those knees. Place those feet so that they are flat on the floor. Bring those arms gently in next to the side. And we're going to go right into our pelvic tilts and release. So we pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, release. And remember, with the pelvic tilt and release, we are keeping those feet nice and light. We are using the glutes, the pelvic floor, and the abdominals to do this pelvic tilt and release. Pelvic tilt up, hold. Squeeze the glutes tight together. Breathe through this hold. Try to keep the feet light, shoulders relaxed, back of the head relaxed. Nice deep inhale and release that pelvic tilt down. Let's go right back in. Pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, release. Pelvic tilt, hold. Squeezing the glutes nice and tight. Feet are light. Pull that pelvic floor in and up. Open that rib cage up so that you have room to pull the pelvic floor in and up. Holding on to this, keeping the glutes engaged, keeping the pelvic floor engaged, keeping the feet light. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Release the pelvic floor, the glutes, and the pelvic tilt. Pelvic tilt and release. Pelvic tilt and release. Pelvic tilt and release. Last one. Pelvic tilt, hold. Squeeze the glutes, lighten the feet. Pull the pelvic floor in and up. Open the rib cage up so you have room, and start to imagine those hands underneath your spine, and you're pushing deep into them to activate those abdominals. All the way up, all the way down. Driving down into the spine, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feet are light, shoulders are relaxed, neck is relaxed. Nice deep inhale in, and exhale, release yourself down. Excellent. Please pull the knees gently into the chest, and we're going to go into a midline rock. So we're pulling those knees in and releasing slightly. Pulling in, releasing. Pulling in, releasing. And again, this pelvic tilt, this pelvic rock can be, excuse me, as far as you want or as small as you want. Let's do just a couple more. Last one. Please place those feet flat on the floor. Keeping the heels so that they're in close towards the glutes. We are going to bridge all the way up onto our shoulders, beginning by squeezing the glutes, pelvic floor engaged, drive the spine down, and now bridge yourself up. All the way up. Please take the arms and extend them up to the sky. Rotate the palms so they're facing in, and open the arms to a T-shaped position. All the way down. Please hover the arms though. Don't allow them to relax on the floor. Try to make these movements slow and fluid. Please bring the arms gently back up to the sky as if you're hugging an exercise ball.
leading with the thumbs. Let's go up and over. And now I do want you to drop the arms on the ground, rotating the palms up, only if the shoulders feel comfortable with the drop down. For some of us, we may just hover. That's absolutely fine. We're still squeezing the glutes and pushing the hips up to the sky, working those glutes, hamstrings. Please bring the arms back up to the sky. And now let's articulate everything down. The arms go down, the spine goes down, and the glutes go down. Beautiful. Gently bring the knees back into the chest. And we're going back into that rock. Back into that rock. But now this time, if you would like to add on to it, you can do a side-to-side rock. But be small with this at first, not too big. Let the body get used to it. There we go. And then if you'd like to, we can go back to that midline rock, just a little bit more. Beautiful. Let's pause on this midline rock, keeping the knees close to the chest, close to the armpits. Let's lift the feet gently up towards the sky so we look like we're in an upside down squat or happy baby. You can grab onto the calves, the ankles, or the bottoms of the feet, and either you're gently pulling the knees down towards you, or if you're on the top of the feet, you're pushing down. We're going to take one ankle, doesn't matter which one heel, drop it to the glute, then onto the floor, and then glide that leg out. Now, the knee that's still in the chest, there may be a bigger bend depending on your flexibility and mobility. That's absolutely fine. Just hold on right here. Breathe through it. And now we are going to close that knee up. So the heel goes to the glute, and then we're going to open that knee to the side. Try to stay centered, try to stay rooted into your lower back rather than dropping towards the side the knee's going to. Please bring it back center. Take that foot, bring it back up to the sky. The leg that's long, bring that leg in, and it's going back up to the sky as well. You're either pulling those legs down or you're gently pushing. And we're going to switch leg. Heel to the glute, then onto the floor, then it glides out. Relax into here so that hip flexor can get a long stretch. Again, the leg that we're keeping, so the foot's up to the sky, we're going to bend that knee fully, and then we're going to open that knee to the side. Once again, please stay rooted in that lower back, stay deep. You're not dropping to the side, the knee's going to. Please bring it back center. And we're going to keep that knee bent, and we're going to bring that other knee back in. So both knees are tightly bent. And we're going to go back to that midline rock, or you can mix it up and do a little midline and side to side. Couple more seconds. Beautiful. Go ahead and place those feet flat on the floor. Pelvic tilt, drive that lower back down. Please bring the arms up and over, back down onto the ground or hovering. Palms are facing up. Make sure you are pelvic tilting to keep the lower back on the mat. We are going to take the arms and glide them down into gold post arms. So slowly glide those arms down to gold post. For some of us, the arms are going to pop off the ground. That's absolutely fine. For others, we can still keep the hands on the ground. Just don't force them down. Just let gravity gently pull. Lengthen the arms, still low to the ground, and extend long. Pelvic tilt, drive that lower back down. Let's do that again. And into gold post arms. Elbows are bent 90 degrees. Palms are facing up to the sky. And lengthen long on the ground. Beautiful. Let the arms relax for a second. We're going to do one more. Right here, bend the arms. Excellent. Gold post arms. Let gravity pull on those arms gently, opening that chest, working on the shoulders. And extend long on the ground. Now let's lift the arms back up and back over. Beautiful. Just relax the arms down. You can go rotate to palms up or palms down, whatever feels good. Just let the arms relax next to the hips. Excellent. All right. When you are ready, I'd like you to grab your small ball, please. Let's take it and bring the knees into the chest. Extend the legs up. We're going to place this ball parallel knees for modification. More advanced position is a rotation of hips and knees out to the side. Ball is in between the heels. We are going to go into a flexed foot position for either the modification or the advanced position, making sure you're pulling the toes down, pushing those heels up towards the sky. We're going to go up into the 100 with this position. Nice deep inhale, tuck chin, peel yourselves up, arms next to the hips and feet next to the hips. Making sure that you have a gentle squeeze of the ball, no matter if you are in parallel or rotated knees. Squeeze the armpits together as well. Lengthen those arms. Make sure as you're doing these arm beats that you are not rocking the body. Everything is quiet except for those arms. Gentle squeeze of that ball. So 1 through 5, I'd encourage 2, maybe even a 3. Lifting the legs up and away from the floor. We'll do a 4 count, grab the ball and release ourselves down. Reach with those arms, pull the abdominals in. 4, 3, 2, and grab that ball. Excellent. Place that ball to the side. Please grab the yoga block. So for this next exercise, the yoga block is either going to go on top of one foot, on top of both feet, or if the yoga block does not want to stay up there, you can modify and just place the yoga block to the side. Let's go ahead and gently bring the knees into the chest, extend the legs up, and we are in first position, rotation of the hips. Place the block on either both feet, 1 foot, or place the block to the side. Rotation of hips and knees, lift the legs up and away from the floor and back into the 100. Nice tuck, peel up, arms to the hips and arms feet. Reach with those arms, lifting the legs up, keep that flexion of the feet. Rotation, hips and knees. And again, we can have that yoga block on 1 foot instead, or both of those feet. Steady that body. Hopefully that yoga block is working on steadying that body as well. Reach with those arms, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Squeeze the armpits together. We are going to do a 4 count. Again, grab the yoga block and release it down. We're almost there. We've got 4, 3, 2, excellent. And grab that block. Give yourself a recovery. Wonderful. Nice deep inhale in and an exhale out. Beautiful. Again, nice deep inhale in and an exhale out. We are going to do the full roll up for the next exercise. The full roll up, we tuck chin, chest, chest to ribs, ribs to hips. We sit tall. Body goes over the long legs and then we recover all the way back down. Modification is going to be with bent knees. You can use the back of the legs to help pull you up. You can also, if that doesn't help, use the elbows. But if you do use the elbows, alternate which elbow you are using to come up. The other suggestion I have for a modification is arms go up and over the head and use the arms as momentum to help yourselves up. I will be doing the modification for the first few so you can take a peek and use that modification if you want. Or if you've done this before, long legs for the advanced students. You can also place the ball in between the feet for another dimension to an advanced position. Let's prepare. So I'm doing modification, knees are bent. Drive the lower back down, pull the abdominals in. Nice deep inhale, tuck chin, chest, chest, ribs. We extend the legs long. We drop over the legs. We roll ourselves back up. Modification, you bend the knees and slowly articulate all the way back down. I use the back of the legs to help me down so I don't pop those feet up. Again, nice deep inhale in, tuck chin, chest, chest, ribs, ribs, hips, long legs, up and over those legs, like a wave crashing over the legs. The wave recedes back. Knees are bent for a modification, and then slowly articulate back down. For advanced students with the arms, try not to use that modification where you are using the dynamic movement. You keep the arms next to the ears. Nice deep inhale in, tuck chin, chest, chest, ribs, ribs, hips, up over those legs, crashing like a wave, receding back, and then slowly articulate all the way back down. Beautiful. Let's go again. Nice deep inhale in and tuck chin, chest, chest, ribs, ribs, hips, up over, slowly coming back, sitting tall, and slowly release it all the way back down. Let's do that again. Nice deep inhale in, tuck chin, chest, chest, ribs, ribs, hips, up and over. Come on back, sitting tall, and slowly articulate down. Beautiful. Once you have slowly released all the way down, give yourself a recovery. Excellent work, everybody. Just breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Readjust yourself. Sometimes you creep a little bit down when you do that. Roll up. You can readjust on the mat if you need to. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Beautiful. All right, everyone. I'd like you to grab your yoga block, please. We're going to take the leg that is closest to the mirror and pull that knee into the chest. Gently extend the leg up and place the yoga block on that foot. And again, you can modify by just not using that yoga block if it keeps wanting to fall up. So that leg is extended with the yoga block. I'd like you to pull the other leg gently, controlled in, and extend that leg up as well. You're going to take the arms and place them across the chest so shoulders and elbows are off the ground. The leg that doesn't have a yoga block, please rotate hip and knee so it's facing towards the tennis court. We are going to drop this leg and keep that yoga block steady. Here we go. So we drop the leg without the yoga block to the side towards the tennis court. And the leg that has the yoga block is going to stay steady and help. It's a tool to help us keep that lower back in the mat. Excellent. Come on back. So what the yoga block is hopefully helping with is not allowing us to counterbalance to the other side. Let's do that again. Rotation, hip and knee, and drop to the side. Beautiful. Excellent work. Breathe through this. Once you get down, hopefully your lower back is still nice and deep in the floor. Come on back up. Beautiful. Notice that lower back. Again, think about lifting the legs up and away from the mat and then drop that leg. Make sure you still have your rotation of hip and knee, gentle point of the toe. More advanced students can go into a hard point, but make sure you're activating the whole leg. Come on back up. So we've got one more. So rotation and hip and knee. What did I mean by a hard point? So you're really pointing through the leg, but you've got to engage the whole leg to do that and drop. If you do a hard point just with your toes without using your quads, your hamstrings, and especially your calves, you're going to cramp your foot. Breathe through this. You're almost there. We're almost there. Bring it back up. Excellent work. Slow, steady. Grab that block. Give yourself a good recovery. And again, during your recovery, you can do, if you'd like to, some dynamic stretching, some of those movements, some of the spine movements, the little gentle rotations, twists, windshield wipers, happy babies, whatever feels good. Okay, please bring the leg in that was closest to the tennis court. Place that yoga block on that foot. Extend that leg up. The leg that's closest to the mirror, we gently bring the leg in. We extend it up. Rotation of hip and knee. Please place hands across the chest so shoulders and elbows are off the ground. And we gently drop the leg towards the mirror. Once again, we are sinking deep into that lower back. That yoga block is keeping us from counterbalancing. and gently bring that leg back up. Please think about lifting the legs up and away from the floor to activate that spine and abs more. And then we drop. Make sure you have that rotation, hip and knee. Advanced students, get a hard point if you can. Squeeze through the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings, the calves, and bring it back up. And of course, you can modify that point so it's just a gentle point with those toes. And again, we drop towards the mirror. Controlled, smooth, slow through these exercises. You don't need to speed it up. And then slowly you bring it back up. So your drop, the descent, and as you're pulling the leg back up should just be as smooth and slow. Drop it down. Last one, rotation, hip and knee. Make sure that you are lifting those legs still up and away from the floor to drive that lower back down. Breathe through this. Come on, back up. Excellent work. And go ahead, grab that yoga block. Give yourself a break. Beautiful, everybody. Just breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Always make sure that you are hydrating when you need to. Always grab that drink when you need to. Listen to your body. And also, if we're going through an exercise and you're starting to really fatigue, you're more than welcome to give yourself that break. Listen to that body. All right, please place the yoga block to the side and we're going to grab that small ball again. Please take the small ball and we're going to place it between the knees. Modification for this exercise is going to be bringing those heels in closer towards the glutes. For more advanced, you're going to use your toes to pull your heels further away from your glutes. Make sure if you are giving that position a try with the heels really far away, that your lower back is still on the mat. For some of us, if we try to go too far away, it will pop that lower back up. We want to have that lower back fully engaged on that floor. We are going to take it with the half roll up. So we tuck chin chest, raise shoulders off, and we're going to reach for that ball with the hands. Let's prepare by squeezing glutes, pelvic tilt, pelvic floor. Drive your spine into the mat. Nice deep inhale in, tuck chin chest, peel, and reach. Excellent. When you're up here reaching, you're just breathing comfortably and then slowly articulate back down. We want to use our breath for the exertion when we're coming up. So right here, we take a deep inhale in, we engage, and then exhale as we come up. And then at the top, we breathe comfortably. Excellent. Slowly articulate back down. Wonderful. All right, we are going to take 1 foot, please, and extend that leg up. Make sure that leg that's extended, that the knee is parallel to the other one. You're not lifting the leg over that ball to push it into the knee. Keep everything parallel. Here we go. Nice deep inhale in, tuck chin chest, peel and up. Let's hold for a second and lift the other leg up. Place the first leg down. Now keep that leg up and slowly articulate down. Keep that leg up, squeeze that ball gently. Here we go. Inhale in, tuck chin chest, raise shoulders off the mat, reach, lift the leg up. So we got both up. Put that other one down. Beautiful. Keep that leg up and slowly articulate down. So we always have 1 foot up. We always have 1 foot up. Here we go. Inhale in, tuck chin chest, raise shoulders off the mat. Extend the other leg up. Release 1 foot down and slowly articulate back down. Beautiful. We've got 2 more, everyone. Inhale in, tuck chin chest, raise up. Extend, pause. Beautiful. 1 foot down. And slowly articulate back down. Gorgeous. Last one. Inhale in, tuck chin chest. Come on up. Both up. Pause. Release down. And slowly articulate down and release the other leg. Excellent work, everyone. Give yourself a good recovery. Excellent. Just allow that body to relax down into the lower back. Allow that body to relax with some movement. So for the next exercise, we are going to go into single leg extension, but we're going to use this small ball. So for single leg extension, we're going to tuck chin chest, raise shoulders off the mat, extend one leg, and the small ball is going to go behind the knee that's coming in. Please watch for the first ones if you haven't done this before, and then join in. Otherwise, let's prepare by pulling the knees into the chest. Soft pelvic tilt to drive that lower back deeper. Tuck chin into chest, shoulders off the mat. One leg up for a modification, lower for more advanced, and then we begin. Pass, 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 pass. So we extend the leg either up or out as we pass the other leg, the ball behind the knee that's coming in. Extension. Now I'd like you to focus on the leg that's extending. I want you to extend it as far as you can, really engaging the glute, the quad, the hamstring, the calf with that extension. So you're not just passing and then just pulling the knee in. Lengthen the leg, lengthen the leg, lengthen the leg, lengthen the leg. This will get you to engage your abdominals even more than just extending just slightly out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful, everybody. Go ahead and place that ball to the side and give yourself a good recovery. Okay, when you are ready, I'd like you to keep the ball and the yoga block to the side, and we're going to pull the knees into the chest. Let's take those legs and extend them up to the sky. We are going to grab onto ankle, calf, above or below the knee. Making sure when you grab on that your shoulders are relaxed and your chest is open. The leg we're not holding on to, so it doesn't matter which one, we're going to drop that one down. Range of motion is different for everyone. This is just stretching the lower back, the glutes, and the hamstring. If you have the mobility to almost touch the ground, try not to relax the leg on the ground, just hover up if you have that range of motion. Just breathe through this. Excellent. Gently bring that leg up. And now switch legs. Drop it down. Beautiful. Stretch, stretch. Remember, we might have a big bend in that leg. That's absolutely fine. We're just getting through this stretch. Both legs come up. Excellent. Let's grab onto the other leg. Now this time when we drop the leg we're not holding on to, we're going to tuck chin, chest, raise shoulders off the mat. Watch for the first few if you haven't done this before. Nice deep inhale in, drop and tuck. So now I have both my hands on the leg that's extended up and closer to my chest. Switch and hold again. So pause. Beautiful. Switch and hold again. Pause. Now the leg that's dropped that we're not holding on to, I want you to squeeze that glute as tight as you can. Switch, squeeze that glute that's low, the leg that's low. Switch, squeeze, switch, squeeze, switch, squeeze that glute, switch, squeeze. So as you're squeezing that glute, you should feel that go through the whole leg. Switch. Now we're going to go a little faster if you'd like to join us. Here we go. Switch, switch. Switch, switch, switch. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Excellent, everyone. And again, rotation if you want to. Or you can just hold static. Just a little bit longer down here, and then we're going to rock ourselves up to a seated position. But again, you can stay down a little bit longer if you'd like to. When you come up, if you want to do just some rounding, you're more than welcome to. Okay, I'd like you to grab your yoga block, please. We're going to take the yoga block and place it on the outside of the leg that's closest to the tennis court. Modification for this exercise, you're going to do the long side down. For more advanced, you are going to do the short side up. Up to you. So long side is going to be down for the modification. The short side up is for the more advanced position. For hip flexors that are very tight, I want you to lift your rib cage away from your hips and lean back. We want to make sure we're not tucking into it. We want to stay tall with our body if we're going to have tight hip flexors. Otherwise, we're trying to keep our chest as far forward as we can for this exercise. When the leg goes up and over, if you find that you are pelvic tilting as you are doing this, try to go into the tight hip flexor position instead. All right, let's set yourselves up. This leg's going to go up and over to the other side and then back. Here we go. Up, over, and back. Pause. Up, over, and back. Pause. Up, over, and back. Pause. One more. Up, over, and back. Beautiful. Give yourself a break. Just allow that body to relax. Forward for your lower back, or for really tight hip flexors, lean as far back. You can even have a little pelvic tilt in there. Excellent. Let's take the yoga block, place it to the other side, but we're not going to be going to the other side yet. We're going to imagine that we have 2 yoga blocks, and we're going to go over one, over the other, and then back one and back. Lifting tall or leaning back for those hip flexors if they're tight, and let's go. So you're over one, and then you're over 2. Bring it back 1, bring it back 2. Excellent. Over 1, over 2. Bring it back, bring it back. Pull those abs in. Keep going. Over 1, over 2. Bring it back and bring it back. Beautiful. Give yourself a good recovery. Good recovery. Excellent. Last one on this side. Modification again is leaning back. Second modification is just long legs. The more advanced position is going to be pulling the other knee into the chest for this one. And the reason it's more advanced is it will help you lift that chest up. And again, if you have really tight hip flexors, this position is going to be uncomfortable. And so I do encourage doing the leaning back instead. All right, let's take the leg that's long that we're not holding on to up and hover. And we're going to pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5. Lift your rib cage. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. Again, stretch out. We're going to the other side. Nice long legs. Place that yoga block on the side at either the advanced position or the modification. And we're going to go up, over, and back. Rib cage lifted and away and lean back for those hip flexors if you need to. And let's go. Up, over, and back. Up, over, and back. You may find one side's easier than the other, or one side's harder than the other. And back. Again, up, over, and back. One more. Up, over, pull those abs in, and back, and release. Beautiful. Get that yoga block out of the way. We are going to do the 2 yoga blocks where we go all the way out to the side and then come back. Lift the rib cage away, lean back if you need to. Really use that to get off those hip flexors and the hamstrings. And let's go. Over 1, over 2. Bring it back. Bring it back. Over 1, over 2. Pull those abs in. Bring it back. Bring it back. Breathe, everybody. Over 1, over 2. Beautiful. Bring it back. This is it. And release. Excellent. We're almost there. Last one for these hip flexors. Modification, long legs, modification, lean back, advanced position, pull that knee into that chest, lift that rib cage, and hover that leg. Beautiful. Let's pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Beautiful. If you want to roll back and stretch on your back, you're more than welcome to. Just a little bit longer. All right, when you're ready, please come on back up. Grab that yoga block once again, and we are going to place it between our feet, but make sure you're placing it between your feet so it's not on the ground. So it's above those ankles a little bit. So we have to be in a flexed foot position. Beautiful. So we're nice and long with these legs. Let's bring the arms so that they are parallel to the legs. Lift that rib cage up and away from the hips. Please tuck chin into chest. C-shape that spine. Hold on right here. Imagine that you have a belt around your waist and it's pulling you back. Now we're going to go the opposite way of the belt. Go ahead and bring yourself forward, leading with your fingertips and the top of your head. Don't allow those arms, if you can, to drop past parallel. We're lengthening. We're keeping the flex in the feet. And now slowly bring it back up. Stack your vertebra. Come to the top. Drop the shoulders down, keeping that flex of the feet. Gorgeous. Let's do it again. Tuck. C-shape that spine. Belt goes around the waist. And forward we go. We want that belt to pull us the opposite direction. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, leading with the fingertips and the top of the head. And slowly come on back up. Drop the shoulders, lengthen the spine. Gorgeous. Let's do it again. Tuck. C-shape. Belt goes on. And forward we go. Hopefully you're getting just a little bit, even if it's just a couple of centimeters, a little bit further each one. And slowly come on back up. We've got one more. Roll the shoulders back. Chest is lifted. Open that chest for a second. And then we tuck, C-shape the spine. And we lead with those fingertips. Think those fingertips are glowing and pulling us forward. We have a wonderful flex in our feet that's holding us because of that yoga block. And then slowly stack it up and keep it slow. One vertebra at a time. Drop the shoulders down. Gorgeous. Grab the block. Give yourself a break. Excellent work, everybody. So for the next exercise, while you're still recovering, the modification is going to be the feet just on the outside of the mat, or for more advanced, it can be wider. So modification is hip length apart plus a little bit out to the side. It really depends on what your flexibility is. So let's start to set ourselves up. So again, modification is going to be hip length apart plus just a little tiny bit more. Or if you feel more comfortable with a wider stance, you're more than welcome to. Make sure that you are seated tall. You still in your sits bone, so your chest is lifted. Please bring the arms up into a T-shaped position. We are going to take the pinky of the hand closest to the tennis court, and we're going to go to the pinky toe closest to the mirror. And we're going to fold our body over as we go pinky to pinky. Here we go. So there's a rotation, and we fold over. The arm that's behind us, you can either modify and just let it stay there, or you can try to push it for more of a rotation. Come on back up, T-shaped arms, we pause, and then we rotate to the opposite one. There we go. And again, we fold over as much as we can. We drop that body, the back arm pushes back. come on back up. We T-shape those arms. And then we go up and we fold over. Come on up. Beautiful. And over. Up. And over. Nice and smooth, controlled. Up. And over. Up. And over. One more. Up. And over. Reach, reach, reach. Beautiful. Come on up and gently bring the arms and legs in. You can shake those legs out if that feels good, or if you want to just roll over them or roll down, you're more than welcome to. Excellent. Take your time, everybody. We're going to go over onto hands and knees, please. Take your time. Once you go over to hands and knees, you can sit back into child's pose for a little bit. You can do cat-cow, whatever feels good. Just a little bit longer on the stretch. Okay, I'd like you to grab your yoga block once again, please. Now, we are going to take the yoga block and we are going to place it so it is outside of our hip when we lie down. So it is outside of our hip when we lie down. So it's going to be the short side of the yoga block facing my hip, the short side of the yoga block facing my hip. From my hip, I'm going to extend my leg, and I may have to rotate towards the yoga block depending on my mobility. And I'm going to place my knee on that yoga block. So to get into this position, take your time facing the yoga block, but once you've gotten into it, I want you to try, listen to your body, to recover and relax down into your chest. Again, everybody's different for their mobility. If it's very tight on your hip, you may have to be up on your elbows and looking at the block the whole time. We are trying to get down and open that hip up. We're going to do some internal, external rotation. So the foot now is on the ground. And the reason I wanted the short side is so that we are not on the calf as well with the block. From here, let's start to take it and lift that foot up. And I want you to lift it up as far as you can comfortably. The knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. And release back down. Beautiful. And we lift. And release back down. Fabulous. And we lift. Release back down. And lift. Please release down only halfway so you're parallel with the leg. And now let's take the leg and extend it long. So my knee, I'm going to unbend my knee. I'm going to extend my leg long from my hip. And then I bring it back to the 90-degree bend. And again, extend the leg out. Long, long, long. And bring it back. Of course, if there's any pinching, any sharp pain, you need to stop this exercise, give yourself a recovery. Extend, nice and long. Bring it back in. Last one, extend it nice and long. Breathe through this, gentle point of the toe. Relax down into that chest. Go back into the bend of the knee, drop the foot down to the ground. Give yourself a recovery. Breathe. All right, please lift that leg up so it is parallel. Or if you want to lift a little bit higher, you're more than welcome to. We are going to pulse lift this leg. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, the foot, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. So relax the foot down and then gently extend so that you come off of that yoga block and allow your body to recover. Just relax down, whatever feels good. If this feels good, or if you want to sit back into child's pose for a couple of seconds, you're more than welcome to, because we're going to switch sides in a little bit. You can do some movement, or you can just be static. Wonderful. All right, I'd like you to switch to the other side with that yoga block. And you may find, I've mentioned this before with our bodies, that you may find one side's tighter than the other. Just allow that body to relax into it. If it's tighter, give it that grace. Give it that grace. We may be just tighter on that side, and that's just how it is for a while. Just breathe into this before we begin. All right, now let's take that foot and lift that leg up and release it all the way down. Again, lift it up all the way down. Lift it up and all the way down. Or just lift up. So we're trying to stay at the 90 though, and release down. Please lift up and go parallel to the floor with that leg. Excellent. And now extend that leg out nice and long. And then bring it back to the 90 degree. Beautiful. Extend out. Try to stay parallel rather than when you're kicking out, you're not kicking up. And bring it back. Gorgeous. And extend out. Try to point the toe gently. There you go. Beautiful. And bring it back. Last one. Extend out. And I want you to hold here for a second. Lengthen that leg. Really think about it growing, expanding. Beautiful. Bring it back in. Let's do a quick recovery. So we drop that leg down. Let it have a break for a second. Now lift that leg up. Two different choices. You can just modify and keep it parallel, or you can lift a little bit higher if you have that range of motion. And now we're going to pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Now you release, slowly bring it off of that yoga block and down you go. Oh, everybody. Excellent. So if you want to sit back, you're more than welcome to. If not, just allow that body to relax for a couple more seconds. Okay, I'd like you to take it back down onto the mat, nice and long with that chest. Extend the arms long now. So because of shoulder mobility and comfort, whenever we're doing an I position, if that pinches the shoulders, I'd like you to go into a narrow Y position. Don't pinch those shoulders. Don't push into that pinch. Nice and wide with those arms if you need to. Let's start off by squeezing those glutes nice and tight together. Pelvic tilt into the mat. Pull the abdominals away from the floor. And now let's lift those arms up. Thumbs are pointed up to the sky. Keep your chest on the ground. And we're going to pulse the thumbs up to the sky. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'd like you to hover, rotate the palms down, and now go into gold post arms. So lead with those elbows down, pinch the shoulder blades together, pause, and now we're going to lift the back of the hands and the elbows up to the sky, pinching the shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please release down fully. Release down fully. Whatever feels comfortable for position for the arms, release down fully. Wonderful. Stretch the arms out long. Squeeze the glutes tight together. Pull the abdominals in, up and away from the mat. Pelvic tilt into the floor. Please bring the arms up and the legs. And now bring the chest up. Drop the arms down to a hover. Bring the chest down. Bring the arms up higher. Bring the chest up. Drop the arms to a hover. Drop the chest down. Arms come up. Chest comes up. And now let's flutter the arms and the legs. Flutter the arms and the legs. Kick, 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 kick. Breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Chest lifted. Chest lifted. Chest lifted. Woo, breathe, breathe, breathe. Squeeze those glutes. We'll do a 4 count and release it down. Lift your chest. 4, 3, 2, and full release down. Beautiful. When you're ready, sit back, stretch yourself. Excellent. All right, please come up to hands and knees. We're going to take it and gently drop that head down. C-shape that spine. Just hold it. And flat back. Excellent. Let's do that again. Drop the head down. C-shape that spine. Push the hips towards the elbows. And flat back. Excellent. Please sink your heels or your glutes back to your heels. You can either glide the hands out, forehead down onto the ground, or elbows come in as the forehead goes down. Please bring the hands in so that they are next to the head and the knees. Rotate the palms up and glide the hands back so that they are next to the heels. Elbows are in next to your knees. When you are ready, slowly allow the elbows to drop away from the knees, dropping down deeper into that forehead. Always listen to the shoulders. If this pinches the shoulders, keep the elbows in tight to the knees. Excellent. Bring the elbows into the knees. Glide the hands up between the head and the knees. Nice deep inhale in and exhale. Slowly roll yourself up. Stack your vertebra. At the top, shoulders back and down. Wonderful, you guys. Thank you very much.